we say, God save the Queen.
For almost 45 years, just what the Queen knew about plans to sack Gough Whitlam have been secret.
Do you believe the Queen knew about this course of action?
I shouldn't think so, but I don't know.
Last week's High Court decision may finally solve the mystery. Historian Jenny Hocking first tried to access the so-called palace letters more than a decade ago, but was denied. In 2018, the federal court ruled the letters were private and not official Commonwealth records, keeping them sealed. But after 4 years of hearings and appeals, the High Court has now found the letters are Commonwealth records and must be released. Professor Hocking, what happened at your meeting?
I had a very productive, very interesting meeting with David Fricker, the Director-General of the National Archives. We've obviously got a lot to work through in terms of how the findings of the High Court, but also, of course, the order of the High Court are to be implemented over the next little while. I mean, there are a couple of things, of course, that we're probably not quite in agreement with. And we talked at some length about them. But I think in general terms we're both agreed that at the end of a very long legal process that we're keen to see the letters released as soon as possible. The major sticking points, I think, will be over questions of timing. We have slightly different views on that. And also under the rather vexed question of exemptions. So there's a couple of things we still have a way to go on. Would you anticipate, though, that you would get all 211 letters largely in full? Look, I would obviously be delighted if that's the case, and certainly that's my hope and expectation at this stage. The reason for that is that the letters have been the subject of such intense scrutiny in recent years. Obviously, we've had a 4-year court case which has ended up with a very strong High Court decision in our favour, a 6-1 decision. The letters are Commonwealth records, as we always argued they were. So we'd be hopeful that all letters are open to the public within the next little while. The big sticking point, I think, is over a question of timing as well. Does Buckingham Palace get any say in what happens from here? No, not at all. I think one of the really excellent aspects of this judgment, that is a really significant judgment, is that it ends what's been an extraordinary situation, which has been that the Queen has had a veto over these really critical historical documents held in our own archives. Now, that's been simply quite a staggering situation in which we haven't been able to control our own archives, we haven't been able to determine ourselves whether we can open these key documents in our history. Now, with the High Court's decision, that situation has ended, and what that means now is that it is a decision of an Australian court under Australian law, and the provisions of the Archives Act from this point on have to follow. So the Queen can have no say over where we go from here.
Professor Hocking, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 730's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.